So you're listening to SW20. We are every Tuesday night, myself, Carl Kendrick. And every week we are going to be trying getting you interviews with country music acts from around the world and right here in the UK. And joining me on the virtual studio tonight is Boxes. How you doing, boys?
Hey guys,
very
well.
Very good.
Happy to be here.
Thank you for joining me. So I see obviously on the video you got some alcohol beverages there, making the most of the situation. So my first question really is obviously Boxes. There's four of you. You've got well, you tell me who's in the band.
So we've got myself. I'm David, the lead singer / rhythm guitarist.
Me, Josh. I play lead guitar and a bit of backing vocals.
And then we've got Tom Adams, who's on the bass, and James, who is kind of our beat man, our drummer.
Okay, so in terms of country music, unlike pop and rock where bands are quite frequent, country music, you don't tend to have that many bands. You have like a lead singer plus backing group, or a duo, or singer-songwriters. But when it comes to actual groups, dedicated country groups, you don't really get that. So how did Boxes come around, and how did you find yourself slipping into the sort of country drum?
Sure. So I've been in quite a few bands. So I was in a band at university, and that band kind of won our local battle of the bands. And then when I moved to Manchester, I just wanted to be in a band again. And with Manchester bands, they're all indie, or they're all proper into the heavy rock, and that's never been a genre which is kind of A, suit my vocals, or B, kind of suited what I'm about. So I think as an artist, I've always been genuine lyrics, kind of basic chord structures, and just like passion-fueled emotion. And that's what country music is about, really. It's free chords and the truth. That's what they always say.
Sure.
So kind of lends its hand to me. So
yes, I mean, well, Boxes, they've been described as badass country rock, raw harmonies and riffs. Is that about right? Would you say that's...
Yeah.
That's what came up with that, was it?
Yeah. I think it is. Like, we're raw. Yeah. We're not a polished article. I don't think we ever want to be. I think if you're gonna be playing music that is passion fueled, it can't be perfect. I mean, we're not like a perfect band, but I mean, we're not going to pretend that we are. But yeah, it's just badass. We just like to go up there, have a good time, have a few beers, and hopefully get a place which might have been like a live venue, which might have been a bit quieter, really up and going. You could probably see that in Electric Lights when that's played live. It turns heads. We have a few soft ones in there which are more focused on the lyrics, but when we play that hard stuff, then hopefully heads start to turn and people start to smile and maybe tap their feet a little bit. I think if we can connect with an audience like that through country music, which isn't the most popular music genre in Manchester, especially around people our age, then I think we've done a good job.
So do you find with, obviously, country music, I tend to ask this question to everyone, country music in the UK is a niche. It's not a mainstream genre where you think it should be. When you look at like in America, where the Billboard charts are full of country influenced tracks, or even country tracks. So do you find that is it easier or harder to sell a gig when you're performing live? Because you are sort of unique to country in that area, in Manchester and that kind of area.
Yeah, I mean, in Manchester's got a great music scene. It's well known for its like kind of Oasis kind of type acts.
Yeah, the Britpop sort
the Britpop
scenario. But there's a lot of diversity, there's a lot of variety in the scene at the moment.
There's also the kind of the country Americana scene here. We kind of dip into the Americana and the rock side of things as well. That's thriving in Manchester. Like you've got acts like Izzy Walsh, the Johnny Oates band. You've got Finola. You've got Chloe Jones. You've got all these amazing acts, and I think if we get stronger, then it gets them stronger. And if they get some publicity through their music, then it also has a knock-on effect on us as well. And if people are going to their gigs, they'll tend to come to our gigs. So
yeah,
there's a close-knit bunch in Manchester.
Community with the country music here, I think, just because it is slightly more tight-knit, it allows for that kind of relationship between artists and acts, and the whole sort of industry really surrounding it.
Yeah. I mean, I see that a lot on social media. I see a lot of artists supporting other artists, if it's not advertising their live streams, obviously the situation at the moment with the streams, or they are recommending. I mean, I put a post out every week for the show. I tag loads of people, and I get people from other bands and acts telling me, look, you should be definitely listening to A, B, and C. And I found that the UK country music scene is, like I said, a close-knit community, and people seem to be willing to reach out and help other people get where they want to be. But we talked about the EP, which was released end of March. I mean, Electric Lights, obviously, you released that a little bit before the main EP itself. But looking at Spotify now, you've got almost 10,000 streams on that. So obviously, you must be hitting an audience and a market somewhere to get that kind of streams in that kind of time. So you must be pleased. That must give you a bit of self-belief and confidence that there is a market out there for boxes as a band, as a badass country rock band. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that must give you confidence in the fact you are moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, kind of the UK country scene's flooded with solo acts and duos. I've never seen a music genre which has so many duos as country music has. I think you might have been interviewing one tonight. There's also, of course, the most popular one is the Shears, and you've got Tennessee Twin, and you've got Gasoline and Matches in the UK scene. Mm-hmm. And then band-wise, there's not a great deal. There's like Backwards Creek, probably some others, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. So if we can dive into that, if we can be a little bit more rockier, a little bit more up tempo, a little bit kind of carefree, because we're kind of just guys who just enjoy doing what we're doing. We don't care like about maybe drinking on the street. It has to be like cheap college. We just need to have fun, and if people can have fun with us, then all the better, I'd say.
Sure. So when it comes, obviously, there's four of you in the band. Was it yourself and Tom? Was that the first two members? Would it be both from Lake District? Is that right?
It's been through quite a few.
Yeah. So it's been through kind of two genres. One thing you find about being in a band in a busy city centre is that people move around a lot. Mm. So when I first moved to Manchester, we had boxes. It was it still had its country elements, but it was more kind of engaged towards like an indie crowd. I know it sounds weird now, just to try and get some gigs, and then people move around, and then you kind of think, this isn't really what I should be doing. I shouldn't care if I want to go into the country thing. I should just do it. I shouldn't like think, oh, I'm not going to get enough gigs or whatever. I'll just do it, and then if I don't get gigs, at least I'm doing something that I want to do. And then I actually found Josh is my flatmate. He's one of two flatmates who've kind of banished the other one away on his PlayStation.
We're forming a headquarters.
Yeah, we're forming a headquarters. This is the band headquarters now. So yeah, I actually found Josh at an open mic, and we just got along. And then he joined the band, and now he's living with me, which is cool. Tom Adams moved to Manchester, and I knew him from my hometown, so I was just like, straight away, you're a nice person, I'd love for you to join the band. And then James went to the same university as me again. He moved to Manchester, and now he's in the band. As a four right now, we've been together for roughly a year. And the idea was we'll stick out loads of live gigs, so we just did every live gig we could find. And then
Manchester.
And then the idea was we'd release an EP and then play all these shows, and then this virus comes around and totally destroys that for us. But
yeah, that's right.
I mean, at least we've got some material now that we can just ship off to all sorts of places afterwards, and hopefully get a few gigs. Maybe even come down the way.
So with the four of you, was there originally country influences, or have they just sort of come on board the whole idea of country, or did they initially have influences from country, if that makes sense?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of we've got Simon to
you've been the one permanent factor in the band.
Like, I come from like a country kind of background. Like my mum was a country singer, so she'd sing like Billy Joe Spears' "Blanket on the Ground." Come and look out through the window. She'd sing all those kind of songs. The Charlie Pride, Crystal Chandeliers. It was that. Oh, the crystal chandelier light up the paintings on the wall. She always had that kind of lilt to the voice.
So country was in the house pretty much from day one.
Big time. Johnny Cash, Boy Named Sue. Like, I listened to all the old school country before kind of the bro country shit came into it. I listened to like the classics, And now what you're seeing in country right now is it's kind of making a full circle. So of course you've got like Luke Combs, but you've also got like John Hardy, who are bringing back those old country elements and making them kind of modern country, which is probably not the EP which has just come out, but the next EP you'll see, or the next single we release, you'll see a lot more of that
more traditional country.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So like Bad Bones, Fragile, kind of country rock. Whereas on our tracks you've got like Bad Bones, which it has the country kind of lyrics and country melody, but the riff that goes through that is just catchy. And then you've got Let Me In, which is a bit more about indie past. And then Why Don't You Listen is more of like a pop kind of ballad. But
awesome.
yeah.
So if people want to find out more about you, where should they be heading online?
We are all the social medias, all of them. Your Facebooks, your Twitters, Instagrams. Not TikTok yet, but we are working on TikTok. So all you young followers out there, tune in.
We're going to be breaking out some dances.
We're looking at India as a target market for our TikTok followers. No, you can find us at Boxes UK.
Boxes UK and everything. Brilliant. Well, boys, you've been great chatting to you. And we're going to be playing the track Electric Lights from that EP, Why Don't You Listen? And we'll catch you again. Hopefully we get back on the show with a foursome once this pandemic is over and done with.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.